kind of what it meant to go out tonight at home like you did?
Well, they knew probably because they flashed that I had 1,000 points and I still didn't get more. So I was on the bench and I saw that and I was like, unless I miscounted, I don't think I have yet. But no, it was awesome, especially to do it with this group of guys. I mean, we support each other so much, and to do it at home in the last game, especially with needing 14, like before every game, me, House, Reese, and Chubb would go to like a coffee shop and get coffee and just sit down and chop it up for a couple hours. And Reese, I just told Reese I had 2 games to get it, whatever. He told me I'm going to get it tonight. And, I mean, it just means a lot to do it with these guys because they're so special to me. Last game home from the fans, and it was pretty good.
Tom, I think since the UNCG game, the defense has been noticeably better. I mean, it's gotten better with each game. To hold, I think, them to the lowest total that Furman's held opponent to since 2004, and the lowest total that in the Bobbers era. Just talk about what that means to you in defensive performance.
Yeah, I think like during that stretch of the season before the UNCG game, we were kind of struggling offensively, and since then we've kind of in our meetings and our huddles in the game before games, we've kind of shifted our focus to defense, and that's helped our offense a lot too because we're focused on defense, not focused on shots. I think focusing on offense, you can get kind of tight, try to make shots, but it's just been a mindset for us, I think, and it's helped us a lot.
Guys, can you just speak to what it means to have this type of game when you're coming down to March, going into the tournament? You're playing your best ball now, obviously. So either one of you guys answer how you feeling the way you played tonight going into the tourney.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the non-conference is important, and so is the conference season, but this is like championship phase, and that's when you want to get hot. And I think that's what we've kind of done. We had an up and down beginning of conference season, and then we kind of, we're starting to get hot now, and that's when it's most important. That's when the championships are won. And we understand it comes down to 3 games in Nashville, so to go into Nashville with momentum and kind of feel like we're the highest team in the league, then that's going to be good for us.
Garrett, this is the largest margin of a win that you've had in SoCon play in this season, at least, probably more. Mm-hmm. What was that change tonight that we saw, and what does that mean for you, like you were just talking about going into the tournament?
Yeah, I think like Tom said earlier, we've really been focusing on defense. As a fan, you might think it's offense, but we understood that our defense fuels our offense. So when we're guarding, we know we're going to score more. So we kind of just put all of our energy into guard the ball, and then on offense, eliminate losing plays. We played this team the first time and had, I think, 17 turnovers, and 10 of those were pretty easily like we didn't need to have them unforced. And so just take care of the ball, guard, take great shots, and then it's going to have a good result.
To Garrett's point about the defense creating the offense almost, when you're that dominant defensively, they had 9 points in the first 12 minutes game or whatever it is. It does just make you like when you shoot a 3, it just make you that much more free to know, hey, if I miss, we're still on my 20 or whatever. And that's when you really start piling on. I mean, you hit, I guess, your first 6 tonight. So, can you speak to that?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you said. I think just keep focusing on defense. It takes all the pressure off offense. And, I mean, when you got a margin like that, everybody's shots are feeling a little bit more loose. And honestly, like, getting stops, we get a transition, and people can't key in on our shooters. Like, you've seen when we've had bad offensive games, they've been able to key in on PJ and Nick and key in on me. And it's hard to get open. But if you're in transition, broken floor, just keep getting stops. That's what most of my shots were tonight. So that's been good for us.
Garrett, I think, with the transfer portal like it is in NIL and whatever, I guess you guys in Sanford are really the only 2 teams that have people still around that won a championship. So what's it been like? How does that make Furman unique? Have you and Reese and Vanderwall been able to share, different things with the team throughout the season and not really get them playing well at the right time?
For sure. I mean, having that championship DNA is important. Like, you can jump in the portal and teams can have the most talent, you can say, in the league, but the guys have only been together for 8-9 months. So you don't have that camaraderie. So, like you said, me, Reese, Ben, and even Davis was redshirted, but he was here, so he knows the mentality in practice. And then Yeah, we've talked to everybody else about what it feels like to win, what it takes to win a championship. Like, we understand that if we have a good game versus we have a great game, like, every possession's got to be like it's a championship, like it's Monday night, because that's what it all comes down to in this league.
Here, to kind of to broaden that approach a little bit, you know, a lot of people in the offseason were talking about what Furman was missing. Is that been like a chip on you guys' shoulder that was coming back?
Yeah, the entire offseason, our message was that they're not going to recognize us. I mean, that was the first thing Richie said in our first meeting in June. And we knew that we had guys back, important pieces, and we knew we were bringing in really good pieces in. And our whole mentality in the summer was to build that camaraderie, build that connection, so that we know we were picked fifth in the league. And I mean, that's something we think about every day. And we talk about that teams, they're not going to recognize us when we play. They don't believe in us, and all that matters is in our room, the 20 people in there, is who thinks we're going to win.
And just my last question to you guys, both of you can answer. Tonight was the first time in league play you won 3 straight. It seems like you've been up, down, most of the year. How important it is to you know, and just build momentum, and obviously you want to win Saturday, but even just playing folks, you know it's going to be a tough game against a rival too. How important is it to have a 3-game win streak going into that game specifically, your last one before action?
I just think it's good momentum. I mean, we're just using these games to iron out anything that we think we need to get better at, and it's the best time of year to play our best ball. So it's good.
You got to get hot at the right time. I think that's what we're doing. So
Is it important not to get too high after a game like this?
for sure, you never want to be too high or too low, but we know we owe these guys one the way that they came in our home court and beat us. So we're going to be definitely mentally locked in, and we're going to be ready for them.
Garrett, I know you've already spoken on this today, but Coach Richie has talked so much about how much this team needs you. You've been loyal for years here, never left. You're holding that ball in your lap like it's your baby. What does this 1,000 points mean to you?
It meant a lot. You know, being here for 5 years, it's not often you see people at the same school for 5 years. And I mean, I love this place. I love Coach Richie, and it was very special, really, to do it at home. I was really hoping that tonight was the night, and to be able to have the fans there to support me and cheer for me. And I know I can feel the tension every time I touched it, and it's just good to have these guys support me, and it was awesome.
Perfect. Thank you guys.